What you gonna do, Boobala? What you gonna do? I will just pay this. Alright, you're dead. You're just like... Alright, yeah. This is the 1-2 punch of this deck. This is 1-2 punch, baby. I don't know any combos in fighting, but here we are. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. Thank you all so very freaking much for tuning in. I am back from Summer Breeze Festival. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty sandy. Like, dust was crazy. I had to wear a mask. So yeah, it was pretty insane. I sent 30 picture. Maybe you can put it right here. There's some space here with me and my mask on. Like, my hair was flying in the wind. I looked like a freaking wrestler, so yeah, maybe we can put it up there. Also, I had to stop recording yesterday because my cable broke, and now I have a new one. So yeah, cool stories, right? So enough with the yammering. Let's get into the smoke them out hammering. Oh, we're playing Big Red Smoke, as the thumbnail already, you know, says. So Smaug the Magnificent. I don't know how you say the name for real. Like, I just literally don't know. I would call him Smaug, because that is like what I feel like the name is. If it's Smaug, I'm confused about that. So, 4-mana dragon legendary creature flying haste. When Smaug attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of treasures you control to any target. That can be creatures, planeswalkers, battles, whatever. That can take a hit. You can now deal damage to it. And that is pretty good, because we're making a million little treasures, and then we're just attacking in. And we're a big red deck. That means that out of nowhere, we're dealing a lot of freaking damage and just winning like that. How are we doing this? Well, there's 3 main damage dealing cards, so let's put them here in the middle. We have Smaug the Magnificent, of course, that we just talked about. We have the Overlord of the Boilerbilges. This will still be legal for the next 6 months, so yeah, if you want to use it, now is your chance. This deals 4 damage when it enters or attacks to any target, so that is like a mini Smaug. Because if you have more than 4 treasures, it will be better, and we have easy ways to get more than 4 treasures. So yeah, this is pretty good. I like it. Together with Smaug, if you play this first into Smaug, you're dealing 9 damage just with the damage itself. But then you also have 4 here, which is 13, and every little treasure you have more is even more damage. So yeah, pretty darn freaking good. And the last way to like bring these two together, you know, big red and treasures, is Death to Our Enemies. It's the perfect card for this deck. That is also why we only have these creatures. We also have the Bonehoard Dracosaur, but we will get to that later. Death to Our Enemies. Whenever you cast non-creature spell, you create a tapped treasure. We don't care if the treasures are tapped or not. Smoke will just be getting there. And yeah, once there's, you put a plan counter on this, and once there's 4 counters on this, bam, you shoot 7 damage as you wish onto whatever you want to. So, pretty good. If you see this as 7 damage, you have 2 of them, that's already 14 damage. If you get 3 Death to Our Enemies, you know, you've played the first one, then the second one already puts a counter on the first one. The third one now puts a second counter on the first one and a first counter on the second one. That means you only need 2 more spells to deal 7, 3 more spells to deal 14, and so on, which is pretty darn freaking good. And if you remember, these are like our only creatures together with the Bonehoard Dracosaur. So we have a total of only 4, 5, 7 creature spells. Everything else is non-creature spells and will trigger the Death to Our Enemies. Bonehoard Dracosaur, it's a little something because it makes treasures at the beginning of your upkeep. By the way, Smaug also makes your treasure at the beginning of your upkeep, so don't you forget about that. But this one also does it. Can make you a total of 2 treasures if you're lucky. If not, you're getting a little blocker. So yeah, that is pretty darn freaking good. We're playing some more new cards though. We're playing the Desolation of Smaug as well. Well, that is it for like creatures. So now let's go to the treasures before I talk about the new cards. How are we making treasures? I will put everything in the middle so that you can see it. Seize the Spoils. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, make a treasure. Pretty darn freaking good. With the Bonehoard Dracosaur. What else do we have to make them freaking treasures? We have the Season of the Bold right here. Make yourself up to 5 treasures. Also very, very darn freaking good. Death to our enemies, seize the spoils, Season of the Bold, and of course the Gold Saucer. With this you can make yourself a treasure every single turn if you're a little bit lucky. And we need to be lucky a little bit because it's still a turn 3 meta. So what are we even talking about? So let's talk about the new cards real quick. We're playing the Desolation of Smaug also, which deals 3 damage to each non-dragon creature. And then you add 4 mana of any color that you can spend for dragons. Pretty darn freaking good. The last light of Durin's Day, it's a one-off in here. If we play this early, it can be very good because whenever a mountain you control enters, you put a quest counter on this enchantment. But there's 6 or more counters, you sack it, search you everywhere for a dragon, hand and or library. Wait. Search your hand and or library for a dragon card, put it on a battlefield. Oh yeah, I was just like confused. And then of course you put it on the battlefield. So that means that, if you played 6 lands and you didn't have your Smaug yet, latest on turn 8 you will get your Smaug. Until then we just survive with Avengers Disassembled, Sear, Abrade, Fire Magic, Burst Lightning, the Flashback to get them all back and do it all over again. It's pretty darn freaking good. But now here comes the secret sauce of the deck. Mjölnir plus freaking Smaug. When it enters, you do 4 damage to any target creature, and then it doubles all damage equipped creature would deal. Any damage. That means if Smaug is out and you have 4 treasures, that is 8 freaking damage just for attacking in. Pretty darn freaking good. I forgot that the Fountainport, by the way, also makes you treasures. So we have all of these cards making you treasures. Not you. All of these cards making you treasures. It's more than enough because we need all the other cards to survive. If you have treasures that you don't need, you can also sacrifice them to draw cards if you don't want to discard anything. So yeah, we're cycling through our deck a lot. Avengers Disassembled is a board wipe. Desolation of Smaug is kind of a board wipe. You have the Fire Magic, that's an instant speed board wipe. We don't deal more than 3 damage to creatures, but together with Sear, Abrade, Burst Lightning, and also the Flashback, we can make certain that we deal enough damage to the creatures. Also, we have the Season of the Bold, which can also deal 2 damage if you choose the 3rd mode whenever you cast a spell. Pretty good. Pretty freaking good. So I really like the deck. It is super fun. We have 3 Cavern of Souls so that our Smaug cannot be countered. If you have 2 of them, you can also choose Horror or Avatar so that, one is a dragon, one is an Avatar, and you don't get freaking counterspell. Because that can be brutal. That can be pretty darn freaking brutal. Nobody expects this deck. So yeah, play it as long as you can. Until then, that is all I have to say. This is Smoke Them Out. I'm MtgA Malone, and I'll see you in those big red games. We're up against Nelson Mandela. Okay, oh my lord, Christmas, yes! I will keep this. The Gold Saucer is too good not to keep. It's one of my new favorite cards. You might be wondering, why not playing the Gold Saucer first? Because maybe they have a Land of War after what I want to get rid of here, you know? Maybe they do. Maybe they whoop-de-frickin' do. Hello there, my friend. Friendly waiver of the hand. Thank you for being so kind. Hinterland Sanctifier, alright. My turn indeed. The Abrade is pretty good here. I'll do my bestest to just get this Overlord out as a creature. What is this? Black? The Godless Shrine. You know what? I will be getting rid of her. Do I do this with this? No, I will be using the Abrade because it's smarter. Alright, they're gaining 2 life. That is kind of it. I'm losing 1 life. Okay, alright. So we will start gambling here. Play the Fountainport. And then depending on what they do, we start gambling. Or we just have to Sear here, you know? There's also a chance of doing that. Heroic Feast. Okay, in response, I will gamble. Gamble, bramble. We won! Alright. That means we're on 5 mana next turn, which is pretty good. Okay. Alright. My turn indeed. I can do this for 3. Can also make a blocker and see what happens. But as I already established, I would like to play this Overlord as a creature. They also play green here. What? What does this say? Equal to number of creatures. Yes, okay. That many creatures. Alright. So... let us see where they're putting the counter. Putting it there. Does that mean that I'm using the fire magic here? I think I'm still using the Sear, right? I think I am. Alrighty. Because we can just play the Overlord next turn, and then what? Okay. Smaug is pretty good, though. We only have one treasure. Let's just play this. I don't want to cast it with Impending. I just want to hard cast it. Alrighty. I think this is just better right now to take control of the board. Because we will be attacking in a lot and dealing a lot of damage, and then we can still play this in instant speed. So we can get rid of a creature that costs 7 or whatever. Alright, we do choose Dragon here. Then we do play Smaug, because we do have the fire magic. Okay, because we also do make treasures, so don't you think we don't? And this is a total of 13 damage. 13 damage. That is not nothing. That is indeed not nothing. Alrighty, here we go. I like it. 13 damage coming straight up to your face. Why not? Why not? I mean, it's 10 because they can eat the treasure. So yeah, that's fine. The treasure, they can eat the food. But they're still down to 9, and then they go to 12. They didn't even eat the food. Okay, maybe they have like a reanimator or something. And a scoop! Smog it up, baby! Big red Smaug in-house. We're now 1 away from ranking up, and we're up against max 99. Oh my god, they don't know that I'm max 100. Creamers! Told you, brah. Told you, we're keeping this. We have too many good cards that I want to use. And we do have Flashback with Seize the Spoils. That is just very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. That is not very nice. Will I be getting rid of the Season of the Bold? What are they choosing? Petrified Manlet. Demolition Field. I don't care. Do you think they will be countering this? I don't know if they will. If they do, that's kind of fine with me. I do have Flashback, which means I'm investing a lot of cards here. Oh, they're playing Consult the Star charts. Alright, that is very consulting for us. We have the Overlord of the Boilerbilges here. That is pretty good, but I think I would just be going with the Bonehoard Dracosaur, alright? Or am I? Could also go with the Flashback into discarding more stuff. I think I want to discard the Season of the Bold here, to be honest. It's the Season of the Bold. It's just a little too expensive against a deck that plays counter spells, you know? Ooh, the Last of Durin's Day. Last Light of Durin's Day, I mean. Alright. I think I will be using it to cycle. They draw another land. That's terrifying. Okay, we tried to get this down. They have a counter spell. They have to pay 2 life for it. Alright, that is kind of fine with me. Ending the turn. We do have the Overlord of the Boilerbilges also. Oh, they didn't find a land here. That's pretty good for us. Another Avengers Disassemble. Okay. Let's do this here. See if they have a counter spell. Using red and Flashback. Now I have to pay more life. Why would they do this if I can just pay 3? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay. So right now we're a little behind. Okay. But it does mean that we will be able to get down the Overlord of the Boilerbilges here. I'm pretty darn certain. And they kind of have to go for 2 lands. Well, they're pretty screwed. I'm still fine to play it. My turn indeed. Especially with this land. But let's see here. We'll just hardcast it. They might have the exile spell, which would be pretty darn annoying. Lightning Helix, okay. Think I will never need this, right? So we're just doing this. They still have to pay so much life for the Great Hall of the Biblioplex. What is this? A Shattered Sanctum. Okay, they're 100% playing this exile spell. They're using it here now, right? Right? What else would it be? 2, 4, 6. What else would it be? Stock up. Oh my god. I did not expect a stock up here. What can they find? Are they playing Get Lost? They have 3 life now. I'm dealing them. They're dead if they don't get life. If they don't get life, they're dead. Oh my god. Even Smaug now. That is getting so much better and better by the second. What you gonna do, Boobala? What you gonna do? I will just pay this. Alright, you're dead. You're just like... Alright, yeah. This is the 1-2 punch of this deck. This is 1-2 punch, baby. I don't know any combos in fighting, but here we are. One from ranking up Magic. What is going on here? We're ranking up. That is going on. Oh, we're not. Oh my god, we're not? I didn't even pay attention. Like always. Like always. Get out of here, me. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke on you. We're up against Devoured. Oh my lord. Christmas. Yes. What's going on here? We have the Desolation of Smaug, so I'm keeping this. We have the Gold Saucer, so I'm keeping this. I hope I draw another red land, but hey, we have another Gold Saucer. What is this? Is this a 3-colored beastie deck? Might be. Cryogenic Relic. We do have the Abrade, so I don't really care. We do have Abrade, so I don't really care. What am I doing here? Am I using this on Horror, or am I using it on Dragon? I think I have to go Dragon here. Just hope that they play their stupid thing that I can destroy with the Abrade. Or that they maybe play nothing here and I can just like... Weapons Manufacturing. That's an enchantment. Okay. So we do flip a coin. Come on! Win! 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 Yes, baby! Yes! Oh my gosh! That is so good. That is just so good. Are we just playing Smaug here? I mean, all of their removal is freaking enchantment or artifact based, so we can abrade it here. Unless it's enchantment based. And then we do still have the 2 Overlords in a row. So it is pretty good if you ask me. Maybe they just wipe the board. Repurposing Bay. Wait, that is super bad for them. Unless they have a way to deal me 3 here. Then it is of course super good for them. Wait, what? Was that really worth it? So how much do I have? I do have a lot. So we do attack in here. Dealing them 2 with this. Alright. I just cast this with Impending. I honestly don't think that they have a way to deal me any damage here. So we're just ending the turn. See what happens. If they, like, exile my Overlord, I can just, like, sacrifice the treasures. And I can just play another Overlord here. Man, this deck is so crazy fast. What is even going on? It's big red. Big freaking red. I think they will be getting the artifact that, exiles me. Which means that I will just be able to freaking, wait, Simulacrum Synthesizer? That is your choice? That is your choice. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't matter much to me because you are dead. This is an artifact. Alright, resolve all. Want to crush their dreams right away? Yes, yes, indeed I do. Pass to attackers. I would like to crush their dreams right freaking now. They're stationing here. And that means that it is time to crush some dreams. Oh, here comes a dream crusher. Oh, yeah, look at the shadow. Boom, baby. Boom. Manufacture these weapons, bro. Step into the ring of madness. Because the cream always rises to the top. And I am the cream of the crop. Oh, here comes the lobster. We're up against Speedo Lad. Alright, so you're a lad that likes Speedos? Is that what is up? We do have the last light of Durin's day, so I will be using this to mountain cycle here. I think that is the best we can do. Ew. Control, eh? Ew. Oh, high noon. Okay. That is, kind of annoying. But only kinda. Pass to attacks. My turn. Last light of Durin's day. I'm getting that Monton. So they do have something in their hand. Do I care about that? Or will I just be getting rid of my flashback because it's a dead card in our hand right now? Let's see if they counterspell this. They do. Interesting. Okay. Means they have one less counterspell in their hand, which I like. Which I like. Alright, let's see if they have more. 3 steps ahead. They do have more. Okay. We're getting there, though. We start to make fish and then what, you know? And then freaking wood. Alright. I don't want to play Smaug here. I just want to make a fish. I wish I could make a treasure, but I can't. Enduring curiosity. Wait! I didn't play anything yet. Alright. Bruh, I was skipping turn, but then they play something. I feel like that is the moment where the game should be a little bit more lenient, you know? Jeebus. Is drawing that one card really worth it? We will see. We will see. Okay. Alright. Get rid of the hallowed fountain. They lose their dude. We have fire magics and burst lightnings. We just wait until their hand is completely empty. And then we attack. Alright, another death to our enemies. It's pretty good because it makes us treasures. The Aven Interrupter. That is super fine with me. We have the burst lightning here. Let's see, if they like invest a card for it, it also means that they're not using any other thing here anymore. And I hope that we do draw land to play this on 2. That would be very, very important, to be honest. Oh, there's the land. Okay, so this costs us 0 now instead, which I like. You think they have a third 3 steps ahead? They don't. Okay. Blood Pit's Drowner. We still have the fire magic during our turn, and we do have the little fish that we can use. And I think I should be using the fish. Because if they do something about the fish, we still have the fire magic. Which I like a lot. There you go. That was their one spell. And now we deal 1 to each creature, and we do make a treasure. So we can even introduce our good old friend Smaug here. But I think what I want to do is just do this. See what they have, if they have more stuff in their hand or not. But we're making a lot of treasures, and we're getting some cards. That is lands. That is pretty darn okay. Because if they do have counter spells, now we can protect our Smaug. Which I do like. Alright. Dragoon. Here is Smaug the Magnificent. That is 5 Damaggio. Coming straight out to their face, man. Okay. We do attack in. Shoot him here for 5. Pretty good if you ask me. Pretty good. What you gonna do? Return it to my hand? Turn it to my hand, 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 turn it to my hand. For 3. They draw a card. We trade though. We do trade though. Alright. Yeah, I will not sacrifice this creature. I can't even sack it. Okay. Ending the turn. We can just draw a card here for a treasure. Rest in peace. I don't really care. I feel like you're like the one that will really like, you know, lose for that. Right, so we sacrifice one of these 5 tokens that we have here. Good thing that I exiled cards, because all the lands that we just drew was a little much. A little mush. Alright. I should be doing this. Destroy this stupid land. Just to get the plan counter. Because at a certain point we will just win with burn, you know? So getting this death to our enemies up as much as possible is pretty darn good. Okay, what you got here? It's a one-sheet tongue, alright. So we're ending the turn. You get to draw one more card. They're paying the life. Okay. One colorless, one colorless. Sacrifice this treasure here. Let's see what we draw. Maybe we draw a Sear. Who knows? It's a burst lightning. Okay, they draw one card. I could have removed the one-sheet tongue. Could have freaking removed it before. So how much is this? That is a total of 9. Alright. So let us see if they do have all the answers or not. Or not. If they don't, we're pretty happy here. Alright, this is still fine with me, kind of. Not really, but kind of. I will be smarter this time. This sucks so much. Sacrifice a token. Draw a card. It's a land. Sacrifice a token. And still draw an answer here. We didn't. We didn't draw a single answer. Okay, we drew 2 more lands. Nothing we can do here. We drew 2 lands. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. And they have the Sky Coach Conductor. Oh my god. Wait. Cancel. We try this now. Auto pay. They do the Sky Coach Conductor thing. But then that dude is also out of here. You know what I mean? Then their upkeep, or we will see when we do it. We can just abrade them. The Voice of Victory. Get rid of you now. So that is their one spell this turn. Okay. Are you good, dog? I mean, our chances to win are very low right now. Because this Enduring Curiosity is very good for them, but we will do our best. My turn. Raid a treasure. Who knows? Might be important. To draw another land, brother. Brother, why are you doing this to me, game? Why are you doing this to me? 10 lands. Oh my gosh. And I did discard some, right? 1, okay. But still hurts. Oh my god, what? They don't have an answer? Oh my god, they don't have an answer. Nice. That, my friends, this right here is the reason. Never give up. Never surrender. Because in the end, they can only have so many answers. But we had more. We were superior. Get out of here. We're up against Coolidge. Oh, baby, I'm foolish. Maybe I need Coolidge. I'm gonna send you back to Schoolage. Way down inside. I'm gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my love. Gonna give you my love. Whole lot of love. Ooh, whole lot of love. That is what happens if you step on one of my brain mines. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, Rapid Rescue. What the heck? Alright. Shared roots as well? I'm confused. Slightly. But only slightly. Are you artifacts? I mean, we can get rid of this so easily. So freaking easily, and I think I want to, but we will see what they're even doing, you know? Alright. Passing a turn here. What do you have? Another Rapid Rescue. Another land. Another land. Another land. Their only chance here is to play another of these tapped lands if they want to have their beastie. The frickin' rescue beastie. The Dredger inside. I am the Dredger inside. They are this stupid deck. Oh my god. Jeez, I didn't think they were. Alright. And all we've got to do here is to destroy this MtgA, or whatever his name is. MtgA. Alright, they don't care. They don't care. I repeat, they don't care. Here's the Gold Saucer. Here's the Avengers Disassembled. We're doing always both modes so that we get used to using them. And we can do this again, so they need a little bit of luck here. They can get themselves, what is this? Green and green. What? They need more than green, right? They cannot tap it right now. Especially for this, they need more than green. They only have green. Wow. Okay. I must season the spoils here. Could use something better, you know? I mean, the double burst lightning is good enough. I feel like I should be scared, you know? Get rid of the Cavern of Souls here. We don't need it against this deck. Okay. Oh, there's the beastie. There's also this land, which is the reason why I didn't use the land here. I used the discard the Avengers Disassembled. But they don't even care. They're just doing it again. They'd have something to tap. They didn't get anything to tap it down right now. So I am slightly confused about it. They're gaining all this life. Do I care? I do not. I do have the Sear as well. Yo, dog! How you doing, little dog? How are you doing, little dog? Little dog. Little dog. With a whole lot of dog. With a whole lot of dog. They're bringing in the Formidable Speaker. I don't really care about that too much, I must say. They even used human here and then even did... Why did they use human? Phoenix down? Oh, that means that we have to do this now. Or like, you know, does this during your turn, Yuna and enchant a lifelink and ward 2. When is this? Beginning of your end step. Okay. Slightly scared now. Should I be? I destroy this. They even have white sources. I don't think they have white sources that are untapped. And if they do, well then, Who on me, I guess. Who on me? Passing the turret. They do have a white source. Oh, we're so screwed. We're so freaking screwed, man. But that is end of turn, you know what I mean? They're bringing in the beastie. Bring in the beastie. Okay. Alright. Here's our Sear campaign. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, they have a protection spell. Alright, I mean, that is pretty good for them. Pretty good. So, another Seize the Spoils. What does that mean for us? Nothing. Playing Smaug. Are attacking in. Healing you 1. Shooting the Burst Lightning. Alright. This is also only during your turn, so I don't really care too much, you know? They get the Omniscience at end of turn. So do I really care? I do not. I do not. I mean, it's still pretty good for them, don't get me wrong, but... They don't have instant speed shenanigans. Desolation of Smaug. How much? 4. But I don't win here. Do I? I do not win here. Which is pretty saddening. I don't really have an answer to that dude over here. Because they also have this. So I feel like we're super dead the moment they play it. But you know how I say. Never give up. Never surrender. Okay. Because maybe they somehow mess up. Good game, good game. I don't think they do mess up here. But we were just a little bit too slow for this deck here right now. All the life gain, all the like searchability of stuff, another Omniscience, okay. And then let's see how they want to destroy us. Okay. Let's find out. I think they will be getting themselves the Luna. Why are you bringing in Yuna? Okay. Now I'm confused. What are they getting? Another Northwind Avatar, okay. And now they're getting themselves the Return to Hand Dragon. Yeah, the Meringue River Regent. This is the point where we give him this little hat and leave. We give him the little hat and leave. We have seen how fast this deck can be, but yeah, we were more heavy on the creature side. I think Yuna having Ward 2 during their turn is what really got us here. Hey! You know, Yuna is still pretty darn freaking good. I think people are underestimating her. We're up against Svetovit. I cannot. Oh my lord, Kremas! Yes, I couldn't even read it. I like the hand. I do like the hand. We have the death to our enemies. It makes us treasures for Smaug. So yeah, let's see how far we can take it. Aw, they have a duress in hand. Shucks. What will they be getting? The death to our enemies? Yeah. Or the demand answer. Yeah, this is death to our enemy. Does make sense. Alright. This little Pinocchio dude here does make a lot of noise. Shoo. I mean, they're pretty well equipped against a deck like ours. Tiny Bones joins up. Alright, in that case, let's draw some cards and see what we want to do. Double Abrade. I mean, that's pretty easy then. Just get rid of the Abrade. What are they? It's a discard deck? With Tiny Boner joins up? Cecile, okay. I mean, right now I'm still fine with this. It was just a land. Okay. Whatever, brother-in-yo. Whatever. Let's make them lose some life. I'm okay with that. Like, every attack they do is good for us. You know what I mean? Brawling Barons. Lord Skitter's Blessing. What does the Wicked Roll do? Can I please see a Wicked Roll? It's +1/+1. In that case, I cannot allow it because I don't have a real answer to it right now. So you need to get out of here. Okay, my turn. They don't get anything. Should we just try to get Smaug down? I think we should. I mean, it's 4 damage to the Kisser. Maybe they don't have a removal. Yes, I would target my own Smaug with nothing. In case you're wondering why I'm slumping out here. But Daug is with me. Do you have a removal for this? Rotten Mouth Viper. We'll just lose 4 life. That's fine. Bonehoard Dracosaur. Pretty good. We do attack in here. Shoot him in the Kisser. Alright. Ending the turn. They do need an answer soon, you know what I mean? So let me see here. We resolve this. Let them know that I'm thinking. This is a total of 14. I don't like that. If I discard the Flashback, take 4, we're going to 15. I think they have a board wipe. Let's do it like this. I believe they have a board wipe. No blocks. Still dealing them a lot of damage here. Do you have the board? They don't have the board wipe? Oh, please make me 1 treasure. Please just make me 1 treasure here. No treasure? Okay. The burst. Oh, it was 1 treasure. Okay. Alright. So we do attack in here for exactly 11, right? Yes. Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Harvester of Misery. That still doesn't concern me because I do have this. Okay. Oh my god, I was just like, wait, we don't have enough damage, but then we did have enough damage. Boom! Burst Lightning! Still such a good card, man. You guys, I'm going home. Card, man, you get it. Get out of here. Told you the deck is super fun. I really enjoyed playing it. And yes, now that I'm back, I will also invest the time to get a little bit out of Platinum. But hey, I want to say a huge shout out to all of my patrons and members. This is the last time you will see the list like this because there was a lot of free memberships given out in my live stream. So these are all disappearing soon. But until then, I want to give a huge shout out to Jill Speedman, Andrea M, Marky Digital, Percy Godoy, Adidas Pete, Marcelo Rigobelli, Crondoy Clips, Big Daddy Cosmos, Chris Cotran, JJS, Bullock Brian, Juan Muller, Caruza, Kerry Outdoors, Jesse Joyner, Havoc Death Gaming, Friday Dragon, Trent Black, Humble Servant, Paulo Aluno, Snap, Rabbit, S311, Big Paparoo, Willie Ionen, Empty Society, Daniel Cooper, Avenger, Junuichi, Sampama, God Made Me an Animal, Cardini, MTGS 93, Daniel Jordan, Jordi Solas Galis Martinez, Simran Singh, Chaoscom, Mark Hansen, Mark Reed, Anthony Malcolm Farmley, Dan Ann, Affin, Gillix West, David Pug, Dylan Hand, Neelat, Matt Toledo, Mats, Uncensored Mike, Derek's 13, Evil Nice, Josh Solon, Bone, Papa Zombie, DJ Forrest, Ryan Huff, Corey Chambliss, Joe Hoffman, Arab Culture, Shadow Shane, Dave B, Ordinary Raccoon, Philip Sears, Aaron Gardner, Chandro 77, Gordon Pye, Chulas, Oxley, William Foster, Puma Perez, Ogiro Harumagi, Samiroquai, D16, Chris D, and Parenthesis, Christine, an empty freaking name, Edgelord, Turnai Mulco, Dr. Aiden, Stephen Tolizzi, Iris Area, Drake Lastimosa, Ruben Gnev, Pablo Brashatska, Sir Litolot, Wolf, Team Poet, Dave E. Harris, Karsh, Endocrine Bandit, Sebastian Strominski, Vicky Bernie, Dave Patius, Aeon Caleb, Horse, Darling Kelly, Rico Colombaroli, Simster 625, Jennifer Curran, and Ryan Thomas. If I butchered your name, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a vegetarian now. I don't know how to butcher stuff. I would say I'm a flexitarian, if that is even a thing. So yeah, if you are still here, let me know. Putting down the big red Smaug Malone the Magnificent or whatever. I didn't have anything. Big Red Malone would also be good enough. So put the red rocket down there. I see you. I know you want to do it. And remember, my friend, that if you're waking up tomorrow morning and see the beautiful, beautiful face of yours in the mirror, that all of you are pretty freaking sweet. I'm MtgA Malone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.